Welcome to Nattys Crafts. I'm Natalie. I always do all the crafting. Today we are going to make some just household tools. So let's go ahead and go take a look. So we're going to make a small paperclip cup made from these tumbling tower blocks and this little round piece of wood I believe I got from Hobby Lobby in a bag of random shapes. So the circle was one of them. So I'm just matching up the tumbling towers so that they look good sitting next to each other. I'm very crazy about this. Most people wouldn't do this, but I need it to look the way I want it to look. So I need those tumbling towers that have lots of lines on them. Those are the ones that I like. I'm not going to paint this, so I'm just basically planning ahead so that I do not have to paint it. What we're going to do is just glue the bottoms of each tumbling tower onto this little wood round that we've got here. Now this could be as large or as small as you want, just dependent on the item that you're gluing the tumbling towers to. This was somewhat of a small round. I don't know, it's maybe, I don't know, 2.5, 3 inches wide or so. I don't know exactly. But I believe there were 13 or so blocks that fit all the way around it. I guess I could count in just a moment to figure that out. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 13, I think. Thereabouts, anyway. So we're just going to glue these together, and I am just gluing the bottoms and then just a tip of glue at the top of each of the blocks. So we're done with that one, and now we're going to make a taller one, and this one is going to be more like a pencil cup. So it's going to use the same size wood round, but we're instead going to glue 2 of the tumbling towers together. So one on top of the other to make it taller. So first I'm just going to glue all of the tumbling towers together to the tall pieces. I'm going to do that first. And again, I think it was 13 that I needed total. So I just prepared all of those, and then again I'm just going to glue them to the wood round like I did for the small paperclip cup. And for these taller ones, I am adding glue at the bottom and then again up at the top near the side so that they are stuck at the bottom but as well as the top. Does that make sense? I didn't say that very well. I want it glued at the top and the bottom, basically, is what it comes down to. So that's what I'm doing here. And of course, you could use super glue or whatever other kind of glue, strong adhesive that you have. Hot glue is easy and quick, and I can change it up in a year when I'm bored of this. So we're going to go all the way around. Now, ironically, this wood round fit perfectly with these tumbling tower blocks. So we're just going to glue all of those on, and that's it. And then there's that seam where all of the tumbling blocks came together in the middle there, and it was fine, but I thought I could dress it up a little bit. So I have this wood bead, I guess it's like ribbon, but it's not ribbon at all because they're actually little round wood beads. But I'm going to use that to basically cover that line in the middle between the 2 tumbling tower blocks. And we're just gluing every couple of inches so that it's not loose or sagging in any area. And then I'm going to go back and just make sure any of those loose spots, I go back and glue it down, like that spot right there. And just even it out and make sure it looks the way you want it to look. And that's it. Quick and easy craft. I don't know, maybe 10, 15 minutes altogether for it to dry and everything. And I think it's adorable because I love all those stripes on those tumbling tower blocks, or those, yeah, on those Dollar Tree tumbling tower blocks. I love those stripes. And then we're going to just make an abstract piece of wood. So these little rectangles came out of the same bag as the round woods that I used in the last craft. So these again came from Hobby Lobby. I don't know, it was probably $2.99 or so when it's half off, I think is what I got it for. And what we're going to do is we're going to basically just make some abstract art. That's all I'm doing here. Nothing spectacular. Just be creative and make the wood look abstract. So I'm lining up the square or the rectangular pieces on top of each other. So they're all going to sit on top of each other, but I'm twisting them just a little bit. And I'm using that small Dollar Tree block to space them. So you see there, I placed that in the corner to space them so they are all exactly the same distance apart from each other. Very uniform, very simplistic. And this is one that I thought about painting black, but then I didn't. And I might actually go back and paint it black because this wood doesn't have any kind of lines or anything that's beautiful about it. I could have stained it as well. That probably would have worked well as well. Worked well as well. But I love black, so I probably will go back and paint this black. So I'm just going to add all of these. I think there were, 8 of these came in a bag. So I'm using all 8. On the last one there, it no longer wanted to stand up. So then I had to find a way for it to stand up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this tiny little dowel, and I'm just going to glue it onto the edge of the very last rectangle. And just on the edge in the corner so that it really can't be seen depending on which angle you're looking at the design. And I'm just hot gluing it. This would have been better with super glue because that hot glue will probably get too warm in the summer. But I'm just hot gluing it because I wasn't sure if that's what I wanted to do or not. But I ended up doing it and leaving it, and it works just fine. And this is literally just an abstract piece of art. There's no purpose. There's no reason. It's just, that's what I like. Just kind of weird stuff like that. That's what I like. So that's what I made. And on the bottom there, I'm just making sure that I'm putting lots of glue because that dowel is so small. So you have to make sure there's lots of glue in order for it to stay. So I'm just, I put a bunch of glue and then just letting it dry and kind of holding it in place a little bit. And that's it. So simple, so easy. I've got a little tiny vase with some little tiny florals in there. And this is very small. It probably stands, I don't know, maybe 5 inches tall or so, maybe 4 inches tall. I'm not sure. But I think it's adorable and it's very abstract, which is what I like. And then here it is with the pen cup and the paperclip cup. Simple and easy. These crafts each took, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes each. Not even that long, honestly. Really quick, anyone could do them. I thank you so much for stopping by Nattys Crafts today. I sure hope you could give the video a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and make sure to subscribe. Whenever you subscribe, you should hit the bell so that you know when the next video comes out. I sure do appreciate you coming by today, and please do remember to always appreciate today, as tomorrow is never promised. Thanks, y'all. Y'all have a great one.